This is another video for Bookwidgets. The one I want to show you today is how to set up practice flashcards. For example, if you're learning math formulas, spelling. I'm going to show you an example of one of the ones that I made today. Here is the math formula for the area of a circle. Show hint. If you want the hint there, pies are tasty. You click it open and you have pi r squared. They even give you a way to be able to write in common math formulas. I'll show you very quickly how they do that. They're using a formula called LaTeX, which allows you to type in certain things, and using dollar signs around them, it types in common formulas. They even give you a link to a cheat sheet if you want to use this for mathematics. So I'm going to show you how to create one of these cards. Instead, I'm going to use something a little easier. So I clicked on the widget for the card, and I'm going to click Add my first card. On the front of the card, I'm going to type in what color is the apple. Now, first thing I should always do is put my title up. My mistake. Color flashcards. So what color is the apple? We'll just give this a color, a title, a color cards kindergarten. We can add a section if we want. We can give the kid, if we want to, a hint. Begins with R. Luckily, they have a lot of images here, so you don't have to add an image yourself. Red apple, or anything red that you want. So we look for a nice red apple the kids could choose. Again, we can go in and edit this apple if we click on it and crop it. Okay. Next, we want to go into general. Just make sure that they're able to flash front to back. There's your general. We can show the sequence if we have more than one card. When we go back to our cards, we can click on it. We can choose the back side with the answer, and our answer is red. Title red. Okay, and back. We can then add a second card and check the preview to see how it looks. And what we'll end up with is two cards. When they click show hint, it will tell them the hint. They go over, it'll show them the card. And then when they want to go to the next card, they click over. It says, what color is this car? I probably should have chosen one that was all blue. By clicking onto it, they would have seen the answer blue if I had to have done the back of the card. My next widget that I would like to talk about in Bookwidgets is being able to use a combination of writing sheet and a question. For example, I'm going to show you the one that I did for my classroom when we were talking about combinations. This is actually a very easy activity to do, which gives the child the ability to write on one sheet. They also have the ability, if they want to upload a picture that they take. Let's imagine that they did it on a piece of paper and they took a picture with their phone or their camera. They'd be able to upload and place it on there and then submit and send it to you. So I'm going to quickly show you how to make one of these so that you can see it. We'll go into widgets. We're going to create a new widget up in the corner, and you're going to choose the split whiteboard, this one right here. When you do, you end up with this as your desktop. It's going to ask you if you want a background image. We don't want that today, but we're going to put our name up here. So we could say things beginning with R. So this is if you want them to enable a photo tool so they can upload a picture if that's what they would like. Okay. And that's really the only thing that you need on this page. The next one is you want to give it an instruction. Please find things that start with the letter R and insert a picture or draw the picture. Please write the word. You can dress this up as much as you want. You can put it in the middle. But let's imagine you're not too sure if they understand what the letter R is. So we can come into here and we can find a letter R. And they do have a letter R here. So we're going to add the letter R. And in fact, I'll choose the middle. Next, we just want to make sure that we have the right name onto it. And if we're a part of any groups, we preview it in order to see what the student reads and sees. So we can put in a letter R if we want. And maybe they draw a picture of a rat. Maybe they have a pet rat at home. Or maybe they want to upload a picture of something that begins with the letter R. A great introductory activity for just about any grade. What I'm planning on doing is going in through my book widgets, create a new widget, and if you come down here, there's actually a jigsaw puzzle option. Now with the jigsaw puzzle option, flight, but I'm going to talk about animals and flight. We do have some animals that do fly, and the title onto it is Animals in Flight. Now I have a choice. If I have my own, I can choose to bring that in, or I can find one of their online ones that are free. So I'm going to type in flying animals and see if they have anything here that deals with flying animals. So there's a whole bunch of stuff dealing with flying animals. So I'm going to choose one of the pictures that are there. It's going to upload. Now I get to also choose how many pieces vertically and horizontally. So I'm going to choose, since it's grade 6 for my kids, I'm going to choose a puzzle that has 64 pieces. Maybe not so much. Let's go with 40 pieces. So an 8 by 5 piece. I am going to preview it just to make sure it looks okay. As a result, I have all of these movable pieces. Okay. And now I'm going to click Share. Once I click the Share button, it will open up a pop-up for me that will ask me where I want to bring this. I'm going to bring it to my Canuso grade 6 class. And I want to send it as a draft because I don't want my kids to start it just yet. I want to do a write-up onto it. And you know what? I would like to have it due today. Now, when I go over to my classroom, you're going to see that widget there. And you'll notice it's grayed out. That means that I'm the only one who's able to see this. So I'm going to go in and edit. I'm going to change the title from this. I'm going to call it May 8th. And it will be Guess What Next Week's Theme. Oops. Is solve the puzzle. And I'm going to have it due for today. And let's say that I have it due by, let's go with 12. So that pops up right here. And I'm going to schedule it and make sure that it comes up for the 8th. And I don't want them starting it until I'm finished my class, which starts at 10. And I click schedule. The kids go in, they see this here, and they can click on it, and it'll bring them into the puzzle widget that they'll be able to move around. And yes, they're going to be able to guess that it's animals in flight, but it gives them a fun way to find out the animal I'm talking about is probably a bird.